God is in the details. Nature reveals divine fingerprints. Where do you see divine patterns repeating in your life? Walk with me. Let's look at lightning. Electricity travels through the air. Particulates in the air become charged, and light flashes when the electricity is discharged into the atmosphere. But look at the patterns they create, like wood burning. Artists use electricity to burn patterns into the wood. How amazing these different patterns are. But they're familiar. I believe these patterns are the quiet art of our Creator. They whisper order, rhythm, intention, even in the smallest things. From the microscopic to the macroscopic, we can see these patterns repeating. Observe the spiral arrangement of sunflower seeds of a maturing sunflower, how the seeds sit in a certain direction. Pine cones and pineapples display these patterns. Other patterns in ferns, self-similar leaflets that replicate throughout the frond, and natural fractal patterns, such as the Barnsley fern. This is called a dendritic structure. These veiny structures allow for maximum efficiency of the flow of material. In leaves, this branching out helps nutrients flow. Electricity flows through lightning, blood through our veins. In the lungs, the bronchial tree. In corals, like sea fans, their fronds branch out. Water branches through rivers. Trees reach out their branches, their leaves from the stem. These patterns reflect a divine architecture. Where else have you seen divine patterns? I recently learned about a fascinating plant called Romanesco broccoli. In the age of AI, when I first saw it, I automatically dismissed it as AI. No way, that's real. Sure enough, it is. It's spiral-shaped florets, naturally representing the Fibonacci sequence. Many patterns, like the spiral of the Romanesco broccoli, such as a nautilus shell, one of the most recognized patterns, reflect a similarity to spiral galaxies. This is called the golden ratio. With a spiral galaxy's ordered branching, a nearly perfect display of the power such a massive structure can have, drawing its contents inward, a supermassive black hole. This massive structure sits at the behest of something even greater. Astronomers call the cosmic web. Within this enormous superstructure of galaxies and clusters, there is a scaffolding that holds all the galaxies together. Scientists still don't know exactly what it is. However, in our bodies, there is a protein with a very similar purpose that we call laminin, a fascinating tiny structural glue that holds all our tissues together. In philosophy, the glue that holds all knowledge together is called logos. Introduced by Heraclitus around 500 BC, the Greek word logos means a way of expressing something, or the rational principle governing the cosmos. It is often translated to meaning reasoning, discourse, or word, often used in persuasion to appeal to an audience's intellect using data, evidence, and logical arguments. This is personified in the Gospel of John when he said, excuse my Greek, in archino logos, kai o logos in proston theon, kai theos in o logos, which translates precisely to, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Theos in o logos is an indication to the reader of the nature of the Word. This highlights the divine, eternal existence of what was, is, and always will be. The entire Gospel echoes patterns of divine architecture, words that drew up plans that people were told and carried out, so when the Word became flesh, we would recognize it, because his fingerprints were already there. A small observation today, an echo of the past, a deeper meaning than just asking how it happened. But why can we understand this? These systems have a quiet perfection, a whisper of rescue in the darkness of the deep. I am the vine, you are the branches. John 15:5. The one that holds the galaxies together is still holding you. Wait, before you go. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I would be going to the Dominican Republic for my very first mission trip. This would be life-changing. I want to update you on my progress. As of yesterday, I am 100% fully funded. I reached my fundraiser goal to get me to Tamayo. Thank you everyone for sharing, caring, and following. One last thing. To prepare me, I decided to grab a copy of my pastor's new book, Soundtrack of Joy, to keep my mind rooted in the Psalms and songs while I prepare my heart for this new thing. This is my first mission trip. I have never left the country for a mission, but when I did leave the country, it was an adventure. I stood at the foot of the Cristo Redentor, arms stretched wide. But this will be different. I will kneel in praise, sing and worship, and dance for joy, the soundtrack to our lives. This is something completely new, and I cannot wait to see what God will do. This summer could be a summer of madness, a summer of sadness, or a summer of psalms. I'm choosing to root my summer in the songs written thousands of years ago, a testament to our yesterdays and tomorrows, a presence, a fullness, growing in joy. If you want to read it too, get your copy today as we read it alongside each other this summer. God bless.